37-year-old chap in my clinic. And he was, from the outside, really, really successful, right? Own business, driving a sports car. He was working late into the evening on his business, emails, Saturdays, Sundays, working all the time. And he came in to see me and he said, Dr. Shetty, look, things are starting to change. Like I'm quite low in energy sometimes. I can't maintain my concentration a lot of the time. Sometimes I struggle to get out of bed, and sometimes I'm feeling a little bit low. Is this what depression is? And I said, okay, look, let's try and figure out what's going on. So look, we spent a lot of time talking. I did some tests. They were all normal. And it became super clear to me that he never saw any of his friends. Now, he was actually quite lucky. He lived in the place where he grew up. So he had friends who lived nearby, but he never saw them. He said, yeah, I see what they're up to on social media. So look, he would see pictures of where they were going. He would see pictures of where they were going on holiday. He'd see pictures of what they had for dinner last night, but he wasn't seeing them. And I said to him, look, I tell you what, are you open to this? What I think would be really helpful for you, so the next 6 weeks, I want you to see at least one of your friends once a week. And when you see them, I'd love you to consider putting your phones away and just being really present for the interaction. And he was pretty desperate because he was at a low stage. So he said, yeah, okay, I'll give that a go. 6 weeks later, he comes back in and I say, hey, look, how are you getting on? He said, Doc, I feel like a different person. My energy's up, my mood's better. I'm smashing it at work. I feel really good. I said, okay, great. What did you do? He said, well, the very first time I played five-a-side football with my friends who I'd not seen for years. I said, okay. And then he goes, but after that, we didn't really have time. Every Sunday morning, we went to the local cafe and we just caught up for an hour over a latte. That is all he did. So my question is, did this chap have a mental health problem? He certainly had symptoms that were consistent with that sort of diagnosis. Or was it really that he had a deficiency of friendship in his life? And when he corrected his friendship deficiency, everything comes back online. He feels better. He's working better. He's more productive. He's got more energy. And I think that's a very powerful story because we are told that we're living in this ultra-connected time, that we've never been this more connected. And sure, in a digital sense, I absolutely agree. But when it comes to real, deep, human, meaningful connection, I'm not sure we've been this isolated. And I think, I don't know, you may have discussed this on the podcast before. Studies have shown that actually the feeling of being lonely is as harmful for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And
I've read that.
You've got to understand that your stress response is there to keep you safe, right? That's what it's there for. It evolved millions of years ago. So very simplistically, 2 million years ago, you're in your hunter-gatherer community, getting on with your business, doing whatever you're doing. If a wild predator was to attack or to approach, your stress response would kick into gear. So many things would happen in your body, right? Your blood sugar would start to rise so you can run faster. Your amygdala, that's the emotional part of your brain, that would go into high alert so that you're hyper vigilant to all the threats around you. That's an appropriate response when you are literally in danger. The problem today is that our stress responses have been activated not by wild predators, but by our daily lives.